excited for today.
Oh my god, dude.
I did not know. I did not think I was gonna be that excited because, well, we'll get into it. But I thought it was gonna lean a little more culty.
Yeah.
But it's a little weirder.
Yeah, this is weird. Okay, guys, what's up? I'm Erin.
I'm Nicole. This is Dude That's Fucked Up, and it is fucked up today in
It's
a
fucked up
fun
today.
way and
It's
very
so
lighthearted
fun.
and like.
I mean, there's so many things that are fucked up about this, but
real
it's
actual fucked up.
It's poor people.
Yeah, I
These
mean,
poor people that have gotten sucked into this. But we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
First of all, how's everybody doing? How are you?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Summer's coming to an end. I had my first pumpkin spice latte of the season.
Gross, you basic bitch.
I know. You know what? It's very enjoyable. I'm not ashamed. It tastes nice.
Don't apologize.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to shame you.
Oh, that's okay. No, it's not okay, but you know what I mean. But it was very good, and I like made a friend in line at Starbucks yesterday when I ordered it. Her name was Nicole, and she was also getting a pumpkin spice latte. And we like, she's like,
what a meet cute.
Yeah, she's like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. I was like, you too. We like shook hands, and Pete was just like, what's happening? It was cute.
PSL's bringing people together.
Yeah. Oh, since
That's
2011 or whenever.
Oh, it's been around longer than that, right?
Oh, really? Good.
I think so.
I don't know.
I don't like it, so it's not for me.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to that.
I like it. It tastes like fall.
I like apple cider. That's where that's my jam.
I also like that.
But pumpkin spice latte is not for me.
You know, it's very sickeningly sweet. I just get one pump in it, and then I don't get any whipped cream or the stuff on top. So it's very like almost like a little breath of pumpkin spice.
A little.
It's a
pumpkin spice.
Instead of like.
It's like you walked by somebody's kitchen window that was baking a pumpkin pie.
Yeah, it's a little whiff.
You know what it is? I don't like pumpkin pie. That's why.
Oh, yeah, fucking duh.
Yeah, fucking duh.
Oh, yeah, you would hate this then. It's like I get just like a little whisper of pumpkin pie.
Little ASMR for you.
Yeah.
That's cute. Well, any business for you today? For us?
No, just the usual. I don't. But I was gonna ask how you are.
I'm great. I am tired, which is fine.
Hashtag new mom.
Hashtag new mom. First time mom. I don't know. Yeah, doing pretty good. Just all things considered.
Jack had his little tongue tie fixed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It
Those
was so
goggles.
fucking gnarly.
Those goggles, though.
Oh, yeah. I posted
a
picture on my Instagram. If you guys want to see it, it's Erin DB Saul is my Instagram handle. And it was like a laser procedure to like untie his tongue and his top lip. And it was so awful. I like could not stop crying like the day after the procedure because I just felt so bad. And I don't know, he needed to have it done, but it was just like, it sucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, before, like we all had to wear goggles, like me and DJ had to, cause it's like a laser. It's like super bright. And they had put these little baby goggles on him and oh my fucking God, it's so cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Are you going to get him a Halloween costume?
I don't know, maybe.
You should. Oh my God. I feel like baby Halloween costumes are the cutest.
So cute.
And he just was wearing those little goggles. And I was like, oh my God. He looks like a little astronaut or something. I don't know. A little scuba diver.
In his little face, he was just like, ugh, what is happening? It was so funny. Oh my God. Yeah, I definitely should exploit my child for Halloween cuteness purposes.
Yeah, maximum cuteness.
Also, like, I'm pretty sure he was conceived either on Halloween or my birthday. I'm not sure. So that's a fun thing for him to know.
Yeah.
For later on in life.
Yeah, much later.
Yeah.
When you can really inflict some emotional weirdness.
Yeah. Like associate Halloween with like your parents having sex. Cool.
We used to love to fuck at this holiday. Actually, I think you're a product
it's
of
great.
this holiday.
It's a great role playing time for everybody. Yeah. Anything fucked up for you this week?
No, I think in the real world, there's so much stuff going on, like politically, and like with the New York Times, like the anonymous article from like a senior staff member in the Trump administration. Oh my gosh, if you haven't listened to the Daily from the New York Times, it was very good.
I haven't listened to it yet.
I listened to it again today. It's very good.
Okay, speaking of Michael Barbaro, if you guys know about the Daily,
he's the host.
He's the host. He's delightful. He just left his husband for a woman. One of his producers on the show.
Whoa.
Hot goss.
Wow, that is
hot nerd goss.
Hot goss.
Yeah, and I saw him live, well, like at a event, and he's a precious human. So
oh my God,
like, wow, get your life, Michael Barbaro. I love it.
I mean, not cool for your husband.
I mean, it sucks.
But
yeah,
hashtag
cool
sexual fluidity. Hashtag sexuality is a spectrum.
Yeah.
I don't know. Other hashtags.
Totally.
I'm like really trying to be young right now.
Young and hip.
Young and hip.
Sorry, that's my input about the Daily.
Oh, I guess I do have a fucked up thing that's not related to politics. Okay, you know how we like right before you had Jack, we were like, oh yeah, we like look so young, blah blah. My hair is going so gray. So great.
Like suddenly?
No, it's just like I'm like really noticing it lately.
You got to get your hair did.
I know. But I kind of just want to like go gray gracefully.
Yeah, fair.
And so I'm like still deciding what to do. It's not like a super problem yet. Like you'll see, and when I come visit you, I'll show you them all.
Okay.
I think you'll see them on your own.
And maybe like, wow, I could really see you're great. But you have like blonde hair, so.
Yeah. So it's, well, I think also I didn't spend as much time in the sun this summer. I just like haven't been outside as much. I just been busy doing stuff. And so that isn't helping. Because my hair, I have whatever that like photo, there's like a gene that you have, like, and it means your hair bleaches in the sun really easily. And I have that. Yeah. And so I just need to maybe spend a couple days in the sun and take care of that shit. But
yeah. I have that too, actually.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Like my arm hairs bleach out in the sun, and my hair gets lighter in the sun.
Yeah, the tips of my hair, like the ends of my hair, are always super super blonde. Like if I hold it up to up here, it's like it totally looks like it's like completely different heads.
Yeah.
It's not. I have a natural ombre, so I don't know. I'm just blessed. But let's move on. What's your fucked up?
Okay, it's not about me. It's nothing personal in my life, but it's something I'm deeply interested in and pay attention to closely. So this past week, Goop, aka Gwyneth Paltrow's fucking lifestyle blog bullshit, got for making really dubious claims about their Jade egg. Jade egg drama, guys. So we've talked about her Jade egg before that you put in your vagina, and that's supposed to like help your pelvic floor muscles get toned or whatever. But like they say some other stuff about it that's like outrageous. And they have like they have a Jade egg that they sell on their website, a rose quartz egg, and then like some other like fucking, I don't know. It's called Judge Flower Essence Blend.
What?
So they got in deep shit. A task force made up of prosecutors from 10 counties in California investigated Goop and found that the company was misleading consumers by making statements not backed by scientific evidence. So, like, Truth in Advertising it's like a consumer watchdog. They had alerted the task force to more than 50 problematic health claims on Goop's site. But they focused their attention on these three things: the rose quartz egg, the jade egg, and the inner Judge Flower Essence blend. And they targeted those three because they make like the most dubious claims. Like for the jade and the rose quartz egg, they say that it balances hormones, regulates menstrual cycles, prevents uterine prolapse, and increases bladder control. And then for the inner Judge Flower Essence blend, they claim on the website that it helps prevent depression. So
Oh my God.
it's like really, that's like a lot. Like just be like, maybe this does, but they were like really pushing it. So they got in deep shit. And like, I think we've talked about it before in another episode where we talk about when you put like a jade, which is a porous fucking like stone up your vagina, like you can get some bacteria up in that bitch.
Yeah.
So
a whole family of bacteria just fucking moves in.
Yeah. So I've been paying attention to this. They got slammed with $145,000 lawsuit, which I think they settled. Civil penalties is what it's called for unsubstantiated marketing claims. So yeah.
Oh no,
fucking. Oh nani. That's what they call these eggs, is nani eggs.
Oh yeah, nani.
Ugh.
Okay, I think that's good, but also those lawyers don't have anything else to do. Like,
right? I know.
It's like, oh, what? So was one of your like wealthy friends swindled?
Did your wealthy friend's vagina get a bacterial infection from a jade egg she bought from Goop.com for like $8,000 or whatever the fuck it is?
Yeah, did her cycle not sync up the way she wanted it to with her fucking rose quartz nani egg? Like, fucking fuck off. But
did she not find inner peace? Like, what the fuck? Inside her vagina?
Yeah.
God.
Wow,
Yeah.
people have time.
Have time
on their hands. Money.
Well, I mean, you got to protect the consumers from this bullshit.
True, but also it's like, who are you protecting? Not that many people. I doubt that many of those get sold. But also, I really like the like visual of this task force of lady lawyers
being like slapping jade eggs out of people's hands.
Out of people's cooters.
Like squeezing people around the waist to pop them out.
Judge, I give you exhibit A, and then she like squeezes her client and the egg pops out onto the floor. Oh God.
Oh my God.
And they're all wearing their fucking Christian Louboutins and like just like dressed to the nines, and they all look exactly like Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh Lord Jesus. What is our world coming to? Well, speaking of all this bullshit, this all melds nicely into the topic we're about to discuss. So speaking of weird vagina-related shit, we're going to talk about a sex cult today. And their main thing is wanting to stroke your clit for way too long to help you achieve enlightenment or something.
Now everybody... Have you heard? If you're in the game, and then strokes the word. Bam, 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 now.
Oh my God.
I love that song so much.
Stroke me. Stroke. It's a great song.
Could be a winner, but baby, you're a sinner now. Isn't that what it is?
I think so.
I think I used to. I don't know.
You didn't know the lyric?
I thought it was something like, could be a winner, but baby gotta simmer down. And then
baby gotta simmer down, yeah.
I think I still listen to it like that. This was at your bachelorette party, and our friend Jesse was like, that's not what it says. I was like yelling. I was singing it in the hotel room. Oh my God.
Oh, it's the best when you're singing the wrong lyric and somebody's just like, bitch, nah.
Like, simmer down.
It's almost never the lyric.
Oh, yeah, that's not even close. I mean, I guess it's close, but not really.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, yeah, let's get into this nonsense.
This
fucking
bullshit.
15 minutes.
Oh, my God. So this cult, we're calling it a cult. I mean, they don't think they're a cult, obviously.
Yeah. They could also be called a pyramid scheme.
Also that, yeah, which, you know, two really bad things going for you already.
Not our faves here at DTFU Podcast.
No. We don't like that. We don't like that shit. No. So this organization, if you will, was started by a woman named Nicole Jade.
Get out of here.
yeah, she calls it orgasmic meditation, which is like a thing, but she's slanging this. Like this is her whole. She's making money off this whole principle, and she's basically the whole premise of this orgasmic meditation thing is for ladies to get their clit stroked for 15 fucking minutes
at a time, sometimes multiple times a day.
I don't think so.
That's,
I really don't think so. I don't want that.
Just like take a piece of sandpaper and grind it off, because I don't understand like how that's pleasant.
They say they use feather light strokes, which I don't care how light of a touch that you got going on. I just don't want anybody touching any part of me for more than 15 minutes repeatedly. Like that's not what I want in my life. So she has like a TEDx talk, which is like not even the real TED. It's like not even a real TED talk. It's like the fucking basement fucking bargain shit of TED Talks.
It's the fucking t-shirts they sell outside of the concert. It's like, it kind of looks like the person it like kind of looks like the music artist you just saw, but like a little wonky.
Yeah, it's like the screen printings to the left, or like there's a massive typo somewhere on the shirt,
or like a birthmark that they didn't used to have, or that they don't have. It's like, huh.
Oh God, yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's like, it's fine. Like there's like some legit TEDx talks, but this is like, there's not the barrier of entry to do. It's not like a, Yeah,
like we could do one right now. We can just like go do one.
This is my TED Talk.
Yeah, TEDx.
Welcome to my my TEDx talk. Yeah. But her TEDx talk it's like it was like a San Francisco TEDx, and it's slightly incoherent, and it details her first experience with this whole thing, which she's so fucking you watched the TEDx talk, right?
No, I didn't watch the whole thing. I couldn't. I just got a shiver down my back. She is very upsetting to me.
She's very smug in this whole thing. I mean, like, if you're gonna do a TED talk, I think you already are a little smug, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, she like talks about how she was like at a party and met a monk there who was like
a monk, hey, monk Tony Shalhoub.
Fuck. Good. Oh, that's a good cut. USA Network deep cut. Oh my Lord Jesus.
That was one of the jokes I had right before we started. I was like, I gotta write this down. I was gonna ask you, what's that actor's name from Monk? And I'm like, I just knew it. I was like, Tony Shalhoub.
It just came to you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, she met not Tony Shalhoub, but like a Buddhist monk, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
At a party. I don't know what kind of party this was, but I had everything there. Like Stefan, it was like, we've got orgasmic meditation. We've got monks. We've got Tony Shalhoub.
From Monk.
But anyway, this monk was like, let me show you this thing with your clit. And she was like, okay. And she just like did this thing, and she just like Columbused it. Like the whole, she just took this whole thing, this whole orgasmic meditation thing. That's like a real thing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of different cultures do this, and it has benefits. But she just took it and ran with it. So she calls this whole thing, she calls it Om, like Om, but also OM, which stands for orgasmic meditation. But it's also a sacred sound and spiritual symbol in Hinduism. So
okay, white lady, calm down.
She just is cultural appropriating all over the place here. And yeah, she just took it and ran with it.
Huh.
So I don't know. I'd never heard of orgasmic meditation until I started reading about this. And it sounds, I mean, aside from like the 15-minute, clit stroke, I could get into it, I guess. If it wasn't for 15 minutes.
Oh my God. What are 7 signs someone's having a clit stroke.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
I'm not going to make it through this episode.
I'm crying. Oh my god. Imagine your clit having a stroke. I can't. There's nothing funny about strokes, but
Does it smell like toast when you're having one? Or lemons?
Oh my god, I always get so scared when I smell toast.
Is like when you're walking toast?
Yeah, when I'm walking outside and I smell somebody, like I'm walking by somebody's house and they're just making toast probably, but I'm like, fuck. I get so scared.
You have to like check all your, you're like, how do I know? I was in the shower the other day and Pete was burning some sausages and I was like, oh my god, am I gonna die in this shower?
Fuck. It's scary. That's like one of my biggest fears is having a stroke, but
oh my god,
a clit stroke especially. Oh my god. Okay,
what a treat. Okay. I feel so good now.
I have tears all over my face. Oh my god.
What happened?
Where were we?
I have no idea.
Oh, so she calls it Ohm, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then I guess this has been around for a while, right?
What? Oh, like how, like that dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, so, like, I don't know who this dude is, but, like, this is the background of it, kind of.
Yeah, the monk, quote unquote. What I read anyway was that he was a part of this other, like, kind of sex cult.
The monk that was at this party that she had the experience with. Yeah,
he was like from this other cult, which is maybe a fun side story. I didn't look into this at all. But maybe we could, for like a bonus episode for Patreon or something. But he was part of a sex cult called Lafayette Morehouse that was famous for documenting a 30-minute female orgasm in the late 60s or early 70s. And so they were like kind of fringy back then, obviously, but it was like kind of a time for that in a way, you know? And so they did this where they like rubbed her out for 30 minutes and she had an orgasm. And I think this guy probably for sure had a ponytail. Like, there's no way he didn't.
Absolutely. Okay, it's total. I'm envisioning. So I started watching Mad Men again. Like, I watch it like at 3 a.m. while I'm breastfeeding Jack.
Ooh,
and it's a good thing to watch over again. And I am thinking he probably looks like what's his name, who went and joined the Hare Krishnas. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah.
And he, what was his name in the show? I forget, but he has his head shaved, like totally bald, and then he has like a little ponytail in the back, and he's like filthy, like his shirt, everything's filthy because he's like, I guess like Hare Krishna is like about not bathing. I don't know.
It's about having bald heads with ponytails.
Yeah, but that's what I'm envisioning of this monk. For sure.
And I feel like he was probably wearing like a lot of yellow, orangey, like earthy, like definitely like a tunic of some sort.
Yes.
And definitely had like Birkenstocks on.
Oh, for sure. Oh my God.
And I feel like maybe he had a distinguishing thing about his face, like a scar or a mole or a birthmark.
Yeah.
Definitely. I don't know. I just feel like he was like, and then he was like, probably talked like this.
Yeah.
Really
like very.
Yeah. Calm. Hey, have you ever done this?
Hey,
and she's like, no.
Hey, want me to stroke your clit? No, I don't. No, thank you.
Oh my God, I don't even want you to say that to me.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
Creepy.
So there's a little bit of a of a crossover there.
I guess. Yeah, but I don't know. She has a weird background, and like I don't know when did she start this?
Well, I think this event happened maybe like circa 2001.
Oh, the party.
Yeah, and then she started the company in 2004, like officially.
Got it.
And also there was some weird thing about her, like before this incident, she was on a path. So she's always been like very involved in sexuality, and she was actually studying to get her master's of like sex and sexuality. I don't know how you get that. That's what I think Refinery
I feel like it's like a
said.
psychology degree or
psychology
of some sort,
sex.
probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's good. And so she was studying to get that, and then her dad died in prison, and he was in there for being convicted of molesting 2 small children, and which checks out with all of this somehow, I guess. But yeah, so she like got derailed from that, and then met this guy, and then and now here we are.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway.
Well, that's crazy. Yeah. So if you're wondering what the name of this cult is, it's not Ohm. It's called OneTaste.
Ew.
And when I saw the name of this organization she created, Nicole Dadon, and her naming it OneTaste, I assumed it was some sort of culinary based cult. But it's not.
No, they don't use their tongue, so I'm confused.
No, yeah, I know. I was so confused. I was like, where did this name even come from? So I learned this from her TEDx talk, that it comes from a Buddhist saying that is, just as the ocean has one taste, the taste of salt, so does liberation, the taste of truth. So it really doesn't get any more confusing or cultural appropriating than that.
That's probably not even what the saying is, and that's like just like her like somehow interpretation of it, and then she stole it.
Yeah, as far as like marketing and branding a cult goes, this has got to be one of the worst. You know?
Yeah. One taste, except for we don't use our tongues, and it's not just once. It's 15 minutes a day, 3 times a day.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I'm trying to figure out, when I was like researching this, I was like, okay, so I get the whole, I'm envisioning just somebody just laying there with their clit being stroked, and I don't know. It all seems very strange.
Did you watch any of the videos of them doing it?
Yeah. It's very upsetting. It's just, it's not upsetting. It's like very uncomfortable and like awkward. And it's like, why would anybody be drawn into this? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with this.
Yeah.
Like, and so I don't know, instead of being like helping people just outright with this practice, even though it is pretty weird, and no kink shaming, if this is like something that you're into, then Godspeed. Mm-hmm. But she decides she wants to build a business around it, and that's where you kind of get into it being not cool.
Yeah, have a thing, fucking all you want. People come in, they rub each other's clits, everyone feels good. That's great. But but then she like starts to monetize it in an awful way.
Yeah, and she also so she starts doing seminars and workshops and lectures about this whole orgasmic meditation principle. Mm-hmm. She wrote a book called Slow Sex and made lots of money from that. I think it was like on the New York Times bestseller list for a little bit. And maybe, I don't know, I'm just making that up. But no, I think it was like a pretty successful book. Like people were like, whoa, what is this? You know, like people, it's interesting. Anytime you have like anything having to do with a female orgasm or talking about the clit in general, it's very, it's titillating, and people are like, what is this?
It's
and so
clitillating.
It's clitillating. Yeah, so all that aside, I did watch some videos, and it was very weird. But if you want to do this, like, you can go to their website and you could find like a seminar to go to, or like a day a day-long thing where you can actually go and check this out.
Or like a fucking storefront. They have one in Venice Beach.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You should go.
I don't want to.
Okay. Well, then don't. But anybody in Venice Beach, it's all there. So if you wanted to do this, though, you just give them like $200 and you'd spend a full day at this like tutorial situation. And if you're a woman, with a clitoris, you get naked from the waist down and you open up your legs and you have a stroker, and they're fully clothed though. And so you don't take your shirt, top off. You just take your pants off. And the stroker, fully clothed, starts a visual narration. Time out.
Oh no, they do. Sorry.
I was like, what?
No, they put on gloves too.
Yeah, they use rubber
Protection.
latex gloves.
Yeah.
And they start like narrating like what your chocha looks like. So like an example of this, they would say, your outer lips are coral and the inner one's pink. I'm noticing a swelling as I tell you this. And they don't like, it's not considered foreplay.
Yeah.
Or like they're trying to make it as like not as sexual as possible, I guess.
Yeah.
But they start by massaging the upper thighs and then they work their way to the clitoris. So the finger, they all lubed up, very lubed up and gloved, rubs the clitoris at the 1 o'clock position for 15 minutes. I don't want that.
What's the 1 o'clock position?
I guess like to the, not straight up and down, but like
a little crooked.
To the, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a little tilt. Like a little.
Yeah, little tilt. Okay. Yeah. And I guess ideally with the hood pulled back.
Yeah.
The hood of the clitoris, which that's too much.
That's very sensitive.
That's too much, and I think that's a no for me.
Yeah. Are they narrating as they're stroking what they're doing?
I think so.
They're like, I stroke it to the east, I stroke it to the west. I don't know. I just wanted to get another stroke song, a different stroke song reference in. Perfect. Okay, proceed.
Yeah, so that's basically all that happens. I mean, it's like they're just lying on the ground, and that's what it is.
And they don't like climax, right?
I mean, some people can, but that's not the whole point of it. The point of it's like the build up to the experience of pleasure or whatever.
This is also something that like derailed me a bit in just trying to understand what the whole point of this is, because they call it orgasmic meditation, but they refer to the whole thing as orgasmic, and then they refer to, if you have an actual orgasm, like a scientific one, as climax. Mm-hmm. And so they like changed all these words. There was like some other words that they like used a little differently, and I was like, this is very confusing. And that's a good first step to creating a cult.
Yeah, where they have their own kind of language and like vocab for things. Yeah, and they do this. So I think they do like a room full of people. Like they demonstrate it in front of like a bunch of people. Yeah. Which that'll get you in the door if you're interested, I guess. And they like show you with live people how to do this thing. So it's weird.
Is it like one of those cooking classes where they have like a mirror above the stove?
Probably.
And it's like tilted out so you can see what their hands are doing, and everyone's just like,
Jesus. Yeah. And they have meetups, I guess.
Oh, yeah, called turn-ons with an exclamation point.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's not even like the most upsetting thing. These meetups, which I'm sure you have to pay to go to, have a motto, and it's called opt in, love out, practice.
That makes no sense. What does that mean?
Well, opt in, I guess, is like consent. Love out is like love the outside. I don't know.
I'm showing you my clit.
Yeah.
I don't
Whip your clit out.
know.
It should be clit out, not love out.
Right?
Opt in, clit out, rub. It should be
yeah.
their motto. I mean, that's great marketing. It tells you exactly what you need to know.
Yeah. They're just like being ambiguous on purpose, I guess. But where's the practice? What's the is that the like meditation practice?
Probably.
I don't know.
And that you need to like do it continually all the time to like get good at it.
All right.
I don't know.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have, like we said, they have a bunch of YouTube videos of this shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. It's just all weird.
Well, and there's like after I saw that this was the that they have these like meetups and conventions and stuff, I saw a guy wearing a shirt that says "Love Out."
Oh no.
Yeah.
They have merch, guys.
They have a merch table set up
At all their turn on events, they have merch table.
They're like, we're gonna get started. Now this is gonna take about 15 minutes of the same thing continually for 15 minutes. So if you get a little bored or you need a snack, we have that set up in the back. Also, we'll be selling merch in the back right corner of the room. We have t-shirts and CDs.
Yeah. This is all just like it's so strange.
It's so strange.
They have a shirt. Some of their merch is like kind of funny. Like I kind of want one of these shirts that says "The Pussy Knows."
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It's good. I want that.
Yeah.
They also sell on their website. I think on their website they have lube, OneTaste lube.
Just buy regular lube.
I know. They have a signature nest, which is like the yoga mat, pillows, and lube like bundled together. All that is a steal at $139.
No.
And then I don't know. And then they have a OneTaste nest bag for Omers on the go, which is like a canvas bag, I guess, for $80. So you could put all your yoga mat, pillows, and lube in your canvas bag and go. Take that on vacation. Like, all right.
Oh,
so they're
God.
selling merch. They got all this stuff, and they not only do they have like, you know, as with so many cults these days, their slick website. They also have some like smart, influential, and or famous people getting on board with this shit. Which I don't know. Like, how do these people not research stuff before getting involved? Before like associating their name with this shit.
Or are they like cuckoo now? Like,
yeah, well, like Tim Ferriss, he's the guy that wrote all the like self-help life/body hack books.
Oh.
He like the 4-hour work week, the 4-hour body.
Okay.
You know,
I know the 4
and he has a podcast like where he talks about all this shit. And he like just trying to like make yourself the best self you can have. And he has a chapter in his book, The 4-Hour Body, mentions this practice. So he's on board.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I saw
he's kind of a weirdo though too. So
that's weird. One that surprised me, which I watched some videos on their YouTube channel because they have like a fish YouTube channel, and they had at one of their seminars Dr. Jocelyn Elders, who is a former U.S. Surgeon General, and she was there speaking to like the power of this, and like people gave her a standing ovation, and it was really weird. And she was like using metaphors like how the people that are attending this seminar and like learning all the knowledge and putting this into practice are like planting trees for future generations.
Okay.
Cuckoo. Anyway.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been talking a lot of shit, but like, is this actually a cult?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's both a cult, but also maybe an MLM.
Yeah, a multi-level marketing scheme.
Yeah, it's like a pyramid scheme type thing. Here's my thoughts on why it's MLM.
Okay.
You have to pay your way in. So whether you're paying for classes or like paying to get certified to like become some sort of coach, like
Uh-huh.
there's payment involved.
Like to become an employee, like
Yeah.
yeah, like a certified person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to pay your way in. And it's not like there's no option to just like, here, come learn this knowledge and take it with you. It's always like, oh, and then you should move up to the next level where we teach this. And then but it's like, really, do you need all that? No.
Yeah.
They're pressured to recruit others.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
especially if you work for them, you have to like phone bank and shit and like call people who have come to previous events and like hound them.
Yeah.
Um, Probably people who are in this like won't shut up about it, which is also very MLM.
Yeah.
You don't make any money back from your investment to become a quote unquote consultant. Like I guess eventually you could maybe try and do classes on your own, but I don't think they'd like that. It's more
Yeah, like you can't become like an independent contractor based
No.
on the learnings that you or like the certification that you got through them.
Yeah, I don't think so. You can become like a teacher that works for them and like
Right.
maybe teach your own classes within their thing, but like I don't think you're like a certified like how Whole30 has like certified coaches that like live in your area or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the people at the top, aka the founder, president, etc., make all of the money.
Of course.
So I don't know. But was there any other MLM type things that you noticed?
I mean, it's just like the recruiting tactics seem
Yeah.
like the way that they like go after people who are, and it's the same thing as like a cult too,
Yeah.
is going after people who are like needing some sort of like community, are kind of untethered,
Yeah.
spiritually, emotionally, and getting them to like give them money basically, because if they give them money, if the person who needs this thing gives them money, they will achieve a higher level of being, and they will be more accepted by the community. And so people just keep giving money and keep giving money, because if they stop, they're going to be kind of ostracized by the community,
Yeah.
that they're trying very much to stay in with.
Yeah.
So
And
you
by-
just have to when you have to pay your way in. That's how you know.
Yeah. And by that time too, like if you like by the time you might get ostracized, like you've invested so much that like it would really
Yeah.
upset your life. Because these are your
Right.
friends now and your family and like your safety
Yeah.
net of people. And yeah, that's definitely culty. That's something that I read like from Refinery 29 had a pretty good article, and that Bloomberg one that
Yeah. Oh, there's a Bloomberg business article that's very, very good and very recent too. I think it just came out in like June of
Yeah.
this year. So definitely recommend reading that.
Yeah, it was. They both talked to like some former members of OneTaste, and a lot of like aside from like reporting that they were in like not a great place emotionally when they stumbled upon this practice, they also got from OneTaste or like a sense of community, which we just talked about, very culty, a sense of purpose, also culty, a literal place to live. So like OneTaste
Oh.
had housing that was not technically like run by OneTaste, but was affiliated with it. Like they
Huh.
like it was OneTaste housing. Especially
Like a dorm situation.
yeah, specifically in San Francisco, which, as we all know, cults, like, you all live together, you all share chores, you share the, like, cooking,
Yep.
cleaning, all that stuff. And then they all reported feeling pressured by senior leaders either to, like, pay more money into this, which a lot of them reported, but also, like, other pressures, like, to participate in things maybe they didn't want to participate. And then, of course, all of this has the weird sex vibe that some
Yeah.
cults have. Usually that's like a little bit more buried, but this is obviously all out in the open.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I think the signs of a cult, as a reminder, are like opposing critical thinking, isolating members and penalizing them for leaving, which we just talked about, emphasizing special doctrines outside scripture, which we kind of like talked about how she's adapted Buddhist principles.
Yeah. Right.
Seeking inappropriate loyalty to their leaders. I feel like that is going on to some degree. Dishonoring the family unit. So like, I didn't read too much about this, but there was like kind of a vibe of like, oh, you know, people on the outside don't understand. And if they're not willing to at least try it, like,
Yeah.
they don't
Why
love
would
you.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't support you. They don't love you. They don't want you.
Yeah. And then separation from, crossing biblical boundaries of behavior versus sexual purity and personal ownership. And then separation from the church. So I don't know that they all apply outright, but
Well, those sound like if you're like in a religious cult
yeah,
specifically. Yeah.
true.
And this is like not super, it's doctrine based, which
It's like
I mean,
spiritual or something.
yeah,
maybe.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
not like I am speaking for God or whatever. It's like you want to be enlightened, don't you?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I just like going through all this, and obviously people have had a hard time, like, you know, when they get into this situation. And this was like everyone's stories that I read, and most of them are anonymous, or like they just give their first name. But it's like, you know, I felt pressured, and once I was in it, I just kept giving money, and it was really
Yeah.
hard for me to get out. And they are victims, but like then I'm like, well, to some degree, you know, you take responsibility for yourself, and this doesn't sound like a crazy cult where like you are like so in it.
you're like trapped, yeah.
Yeah, because some people
But I mean,
did
it's like
report
the
leaving.
social isolation.
Yeah.
Isolation is like the hardest thing, and I think that's what happens to a lot of these people.
Yeah.
And then it's like once they're in it, and like one person was saying, like an ex member was saying, like the way it made him think about money was like totally fucked up. Like in like psychologically was
Oh.
like what's like $3,000 versus $30,000 is like the same thing almost.
What?
Like
Oh
being that like hard in debt.
Yeah.
So it was like, who cares? And like they would help people open credit cards and stuff like that too, to keep giving money. So
Oh
they
my
were doing,
God.
yeah. There's lots of stories like that with this
Well,
shit.
and that's weird that a man felt that way, because this is what I was thinking. Well, the men aren't getting sexual anything, right?
So it goes a little deeper than just the like clitoral stimulation as part of the meditative kind of shit. They also have, there's people like former members that are coming out saying that they also are telling them to have sex with as many people as possible to also like attain some sort of spiritual level of enlightenment. So that's like, and then it sounds like it's like gone off the rails a bit in terms of like what the original principle it's based on.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stories coming out, and since that's like not what's specifically outlined on, you know, their website or whatever their like general information about them is, like, because they're pretty forthcoming about the fact that like, yes, we are stimulating a clitoris for 15 minutes, like that's not hidden, but like this
True.
other stuff that's coming out, like as it happens with all these kind of isolated communities where you have to pay to be in it.
Yeah.
They could just do whatever they want and say it's part of the whole process. So
Especially with something like this where they're so outright saying we rub lady clits, and
yeah,
into
anything
like
can
this,
go.
Yeah, well, and then people like avert from, it's like, oh yeah, our number one principle, rub a lady's clit for 15 times a day, or have your clit rubbed 15 times a day, 3 times minimum.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about. People are like, oh, I'm good, and then it's like you don't dig any deeper, you know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you could hide. But okay, but also I think a lot of this is gonna sound maybe sexist, but it's towards women, so I guess I can say it. I don't understand how that works. Anyway, I think some of the ladies have like foggy brain. You know, like, okay, you do ever have those days where you're just like either like sick, like you're homesick, alone, or like really lazy, or you're just like tired, or just having like a day where you're on your own and you
Some me time.
masturbate too much. Yeah, you masturbate
Yeah.
too much. And then you sometimes get very sleepy, or like in this weird foggy place, or you get a headache.
Yeah.
That's what this is like, because they're just like too much clitoral stimulation, and it's like making things not good for them, and you can't make decisions. So actually it is like the perfect cult, because it's like get them into
It's like
this
mind
state.
control.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's like they're drugging up all their
Yeah.
followers, and they're always in this state where they don't have any clarity because they have like foggy clit brain, and or whatever. And
But
then
they're like, but they're being like tricked into thinking that that the foggy clit brain is actually their brain being clear.
yeah, and it's not. We know it's not. I mean,
No.
people know this. So, I don't know, but I think that's probably what's wrong.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take. I like it.
Foggy clit brain. Maybe there's some
Yeah.
science to that.
Maybe.
I'm not sure, but
Scientists get on it.
yeah.
Yeah, so like I was saying, there's like lots of pretty fucked up accusations out there from former members. And yeah, they like this happens all the time with cults specifically, where they just exploit people's whatever it may be. Like a lot of people are like coming out of like sexual trauma, or just any kind of vulnerability that they may have, and telling them that it's going to fix it. It's going to fix you. So people who are in this kind of frame of mind are so susceptible to whatever they're telling them. So
Well, and they can be causing sexual trauma by if they're suggesting to have sex with everyone, and like
yeah, exactly.
And like Tony's gonna rub your clit today. Here, you guys go over here. It's like, I don't know this guy.
Yeah, but it's like not sexual though. It's like part of the process. So but it's like,
how could it not be though? It's your like
I
sexy
know.
parts, and it's like they're private. I
like
don't
to
know.
disassociate from it like that is so strange. I
Yeah.
don't know. But like while also while saying that it's like sexuality and sexual health are part of your spirituality.
Yeah.
Like it's very confusing.
And if you're not like fully aware and like wanting to do it, like if you're kind of on the fringe, because there are like are kinks where people, go to parties and hook up with strangers and stuff. That's great. But you're very much consenting and going with the purpose of doing that. I feel like if you're on the fringes of this group a little bit, you could easily get pressured into participating.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And then that's got to be traumatic. So
yeah. Well, and like that aside, just like an idea of like what all this costs, because like we've been talking about how people have been getting in debt pretty severely from it.
Mm-hmm.
So just like real quick, some numbers involved. So currently students pay $500 for a weekend course, and then $4,000 for a retreat. $12,000 for if you want to be a coach and do the coaching program, and then $16,000 for a quote intensive, which I don't know what that is, but sounds terrible. And then so like and that's like some of the basics. And then in 2014, OneTaste started selling a year-long $60,000 membership, which lets buyers take all the courses they want and sit in the front row. So for the cost of a fucking car,
a nice car, a very nice car.
Yeah, you can just you can just buy in for their. I mean, and I guess if you want to do all the classes over and over again, it's a good deal. I don't know.
Oh my God. Or like maybe just go to like a fucking state university for 2.5 years and like
seriously
learn how to like help yourself out of this.
Yeah. Yeah. And then so staff also encourages the students to repeat courses. So you do a weekend course multiple times, that's thousands of dollars.
There's no way that doesn't sound bad.
No. But these people, the people that are working, that are on staff, are like pressured to do this to make, sales basically. And OneTaste says it has about 1,400 people that have taken their coaching program. So 1,400 times $12,000. is a lot of fucking money. And then they say that 6,500 have come to an intro class. So 6,500 times $500. Or if you just do the 1-day class, that's $200, I think. And then more than 14,000 people have signed up for online courses, and they have an app also. So download that, I guess.
But then you gotta rub it yourself, or I guess you could like get a partner.
I mean, that's the funny thing about this is that all this shit, like there's all like this whole entire principle of the 15-minute clit stroke is it's all available online. Like you can learn the technique for free, but they also are offering like spirituality along with it, which I guess is what people are paying for. Like the premium that people are paying for is the community and all this other shit. So I don't know if I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's not worth it.
No, probably not. That is very expensive.
Yeah,
and all of that just sounds so MLM-y to me.
Yeah.
Well, but they're saying they're more of a legit business.
Of course, all MLMs say that.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, God, I saw an Herbalife van the other day. And I was like, why do you have a fucking van? And then it, like, has the logos on it, but then it's like, it said something about being, like, a contractor for the brand because, you know, you don't actually work for Herbalife.
Yeah, it's like how people turn their garages into, like, LuLaRoe stores.
Yeah. It's like, no, this is your garage with a bunch of shit you bought.
Yeah.
With a bunch of stretch pants.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I guess they say that until 2016. Oh, I thought this was funny. OneTaste says that until 2016, it was more of an edgy lifestyle community. But it's since become a legitimate business.
Okay.
Okay, edgy. Dumb. In 2017, they reported a profit of $12 million.
Yikes.
Fucking $12 million in 2017. That's profit.
That's very upsetting.
That's very upsetting. I don't know. I guess they no longer, because they're trying to be a legitimate business, they no longer organize group OMs among students. Oh, sorry. They no longer organize group OMs among students or lease communal homes in their name. So they're trying to, like, I think they were getting, like, a real bad reputation.
Not be as culty.
Yeah, so they're trying to, like, tone that down. And then it said they've had a Kardashian endorsement, which I was like, excuse me? And they're like, yeah, Khloe Kardashian. But it turns out Khloe Kardashian just said something about how, like, orgasmic meditation is helpful. It wasn't I don't think it was, like, to do with this.
They probably just literally paid her. They're like, hey, Khloe, can you say this? And we'll give you $10,000.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. And, like, just like how she, like pimps
Snapchat
out, like,
shit.
Yeah, like diet tea or, like, teeth whitener laser treatment or whatever.
Good call. Yeah. And she didn't say anything explicitly about this company or anything. It was just, like, a super generic statement.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you read about Joanna Van Vleck,
a little bit.
She seems like a total fucking grifter.
Yeah. She's their current CEO, right?
Yeah, and she just, like, spews bullshit out, like, she said, like, everything, she did all these videos and stuff, she, like, narrated them, kind of, or, like, hosted them, and then, she was in a lot of articles, but, everything sounds like bullshit. One of the things she quoted was, "OneTaste is the Whole Foods of sexuality, the organic, good-for-you version."
What? Bitch, what?
Like, what? Don't be talking about Whole Foods.
Can I just have the Trader Joe's version of sexuality?
Yeah.
I much prefer that.
It's fun and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, clit out of here. Dumb pun.
Clit it out.
Clit it out.
But also she was one of the founders of Trunk Club.
What is that?
It's like Latte or Stitch Fix or one of those, like, subscription based, like, clothing membership things.
Oh.
Where you, like, pay, like, a flat fee and they send you, like, 5 articles of clothing or whatever. Yeah. So that's interesting.
Did all the clothes have the no bottoms? Was it all just tops?
Just crotchless everything.
Every outfit comes with a pair of rubber gloves.
Ugh.
I guess they're like, okay, this was fun. They're trying to like legitimize themselves by branching out. You know how like companies teach UCB does this, Upright Citizens Brigade. They do improv classes for like corporations. So you can teach the principles of improv so that people who are in the corporate world can take those principles and apply them to business. It helps you think differently and all that. It's very good.
Yeah, and it's like team building stuff and like like
and
help
usually positive stuff. Well, they're doing this. So OneTaste has also, this is a quote from Bloomberg. OneTaste has also begun targeting businesses as customers, not teaching their employees how to stroke one another, but how to apply own principles such as the quote-unquote feel over formula and stay connected no matter what to running a company. Then this was a quote from Van Vleck. We're having conversation with companies about #MeToo and how to teach connection as preventative health for companies rather than treating the disease of sexual harassment. She says the National Hockey League, the NHL, is among the businesses that have expressed interest, though the NHL says it can't confirm any record of a conversation.
Bitch, no, they have not.
Grift out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. I think I can't think of anything more ill-fitting than the National Hockey League trying to like get into orgasmic meditation principles as part of their, like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like she looked around the room and was like, some hockey was on TV and she's like, oh yeah, the NHL is interested in our own principles. Bitch, what are you talking about? She could have easily just said the brand name of her microwave and been like, yes, Samsung is looking into like, bitch, shut up.
Hot Pockets are looking into
the lamp store.
The lamp store.
Did you just look around the room and name something? Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
She's like, no.
No.
What a dummy. Also, they, oh my God. So you got, as with any good pyramid scheme, you have to keep recruiting people, and they've figured out college is like a great breeding ground for like potential members, which it is, because I feel like you're just learning about your sexuality. Like, maybe in high school you are nowadays.
In a more free way,
In a more free way. You're not living at your parents' house anymore. It's a little easier to, like, get down with, people and your body. And so they go to college campuses and host events trying to recruit what I'm referring to as, like, progressive young people. And they advertise these events in a way that isn't explicitly watch a dude rub a lady out. Like, it's not like, come see a lady's clitoris get just like pummeled for 15 minutes while you drink non-alcoholic beverages because you're 18. But it's more like you do yoga, you meditate, try #orgasmic meditation. So it's like, look how like, oh, like you're already like progressive and interesting with yoga and
so sophisticated.
Come try this next level shit. And so like, probably like a lot of teen women are like, oh yeah, I'm like really open about my body and all this stuff. So then they host these events where young people come, and they'll like provide like a luncheon because they want it to be like very appealing. So come get free lunch
and above board,
and like right before the lunch break is when they do the like actual.
When you call something luncheon, not just lunch, then it's legit and like, fancy.
Pinkies up, bitch.
Yeah. Pinkies up to the clitoris.
Yeah, I was gonna say index fingers up.
Yeah.
But they do an actual like, what do you call
demonstration?
Demonstration, yeah, where they have they no longer call upon the students to volunteer because that's a no-no. But I think they used to. And now they bring like 2 employees and they do the thing right before lunch, and then
Oh
everyone,
man.
oh my god, did you see that? Yeah, oh my god. And then they like talk about it at lunch, and when they come back from lunch they're like, so anyway, you should pay $199 today to sign up for part 2 where you can participate and learn all the benefits, da da da. Like, it's just so dumb. It's total recruiting tactics.
Yikes. Yeah. Going after college students is gross.
It's so gross.
Ugh. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I kind of got on this. But it's so just strange. I mean, it's not, but it is. Like, I think for me, I think you probably feel the same way. It's like the way this whole, like the principle of it is, I think the orgasmic meditation is fine on its face, you know, like whatever. But it's the way that like she has totally, I don't know, taken it and marketed it and profited off of it and totally, I don't know, I feel like she's definitely like culturally appropriating all this shit too.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm a little prudish and I tried to be open-minded, but also being American and like this stuff not being out in the open is, you know, it's like hard.
Yeah.
But I'm like trying to be open-minded. I'm like, okay, I really do love the idea of this. I think it's good. If only it's for women to understand, like, you know, how their bodies work and things that they like, but in a sexual manner more than just like doing it for the sake of it. So I think there is something nice there, but also like, I don't understand how you build this into a business without exploiting people potentially, which they've like, there was a lawsuit in, I think 2015 that they settled out of court because one of their former employees was like, dude, I was sexually like harassed and assaulted. And this is, I think there's just like a really weird kind of gray area that maybe in another country where like people are more open or like prostitution's legal or, you know, they could figure out how this could be a little bit sexual and also a business. But I just feel like there's too much like secret around it.
They have to have the closed doors aspect of it. Well, and also like making it like keeping it in terms of it being like a business, the exclusivity factor makes for this opaqueness that can lead to some really fucked up stuff happening behind closed doors. So I don't know, like because we're so culturally prudish and also taking a principle that is just, it's not ours to begin with and making it into something that is more westernized is like, I don't know, it all just seems very gross from every angle.
It's all very goopy.
It's very goopy.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know. And also you can like learn all this stuff from like a 60-second BuzzFeed video. So it's like.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This whole thing just really rubs me the wrong way. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Wow. I don't even know what to say.
That's it. I'm done.
I'm trying to think of all the words associated with female parts right now, but yeah, I don't know.
Well,
cool.
That's all I got.
Follow us on social media. It's at DTFU Podcast on all the platforms. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We have a secret Facebook group you can join. There's no weird rubbing happening in there.
No.
It's just normal and fun. And yeah, rate and review us on iTunes. Thank you for everyone who's done that. We appreciate it.
Yep.
We'd love you to continue to do so if you haven't.
Oh, Jack's waking up.
Jack's up. Perfect timing, little bud.
Yeah, good job, dude.
Good job, dude.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah.
Be excellent to each other.
Oh, and to yourselves. And to your clitoris, if you have one.
Yeah, definitely.
Or your other parts, if you have other parts.
That's right.
All right.
All the parts.
All the parts. Right. Be excellent to all your parts.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.